Today is one of my favorite harvests of the entire gardening season. This bed has been growing since last October, and after about 9 months, it's finally time to see what happened underground. The exciting part is that you never really know how good your garlic is until you pull that first bulb. I'm gonna harvest the entire bed today, show you exactly how I know it's ready, talk about a couple of mistakes to avoid, and then I'll show you how I cure it so it lasts for months. One of the biggest questions people ask is, how do you know when garlic is ready? The easiest thing to watch for is the leaves. Each green leaf represents one wrapper around the garlic bulb. If you harvest too early, the bulbs haven't finished sizing up yet. But if you wait too long, those protective wrappers start breaking down and the cloves can begin separating. I like harvesting when about half the leaves have turned brown while several are still green. That gives me good-sized bulbs with plenty of wrappers left for storage. I also stopped watering this bed about a week ago because drier soil makes harvesting easier, and it also helps the bulbs begin drying before curing. All right, it's the moment of truth. Let's see what we grew. All right. That is such a good size. Wow. Each one of these papers here that's covering a clove is attached to a leaf up here. So that's really, really exciting. It has all of the bulbs. This is going to cure really well. This bulb feels firm, which is a really good sign that the rest of this bed is probably ready, just like this one. All right, let's try this one here. Oh, I love that sound. Wow, this is huge. Oh my goodness, look at the difference. That's amazing. Actually, maybe, oh, this, because this side is a little lopsided. That's so funny. It's amazing how each bulb can be so different from one another. I'm gonna keep working my way through the rest of this patch, but one thing I always try to avoid is pulling too aggressively. If the soil is compact, I'll loosen it first instead of yanking on the stem because you don't want to damage the bulb. One thing I love about garlic is that it's one of those crops where almost all of the work happened months ago. We planted this last October, gave it fertilizer in the spring, we kept it weeded, and now we finally get the reward. Wow. Let's get some of that soil off of there. Put it back into the ground. Wow, that is a great bulb. This variety has done really well for me. I actually don't remember what kind it is because I believe these are the bulbs that I got from my father-in-law 7 years ago. And I keep planting the biggest cloves that they have from the bulbs, and I think they just keep getting bigger and bigger. And the greatest part is this garlic is way stronger than any of the garlic you can buy in the grocery store. So you only need a little bit. So one clove, one big clove is gonna be more than enough for an entire dish. Woo! That is a spider. I thought I saw the web. Yeah. All right. Ah! I don't know what to do because I don't want him to like. Come on. I know your home's in there, but sorry, dude. Okay, I don't know. I hope he. Okay, let's pull it. There we go. Nice. Now this is on the smaller side, but that's totally fine. It's still bigger than what you get in the store. Oh. So this is unfortunately what can happen sometimes if the soil is too wet and you pull too hard, which is exactly what just happened to me right now. So I'm gonna get a little shovel and I'm gonna kind of pop it out. I'm gonna come over this way because I don't really know how big this bulb is and I don't want to damage the cloves. looks like it was gonna be a really good one. All right, well, this garlic is what we're gonna have to use right away. We're not gonna cure this one, which is totally fine. You can use it right away, but it's not going to be able to go in for long-term storage. This is actually a really good point of view because you can see how far apart I planted each clove back in the fall. These are about 6 to 8 inches apart from each other, and I feel like that's a good space where I can get a lot of garlic bulbs in one spot, but they're not crowding each other. So I'm gonna use my little shovel here and make sure that that doesn't happen again. There we go. I'm using my shovel from now on because I don't want to take a chance that this is gonna happen again where the stem comes out without the bulb. So I'll be using the shovel and that's totally fine, but it doesn't have that satisfying pull sound. Sorry, I'll get over it. Woo! That is huge. Oh, look at the roots on that too. Oh my gosh, those are the longest garlic roots I think I've ever seen. Wow. All right, let's try this one. What's interesting is that I was just thinking that this stalk was a little bit crispier and brown than I like to pick them. And so because of that, the cloves underneath here are actually separating. So that's okay. Again, long-term storage is gonna be a little bit of an issue with this one, but I'm gonna let it cure anyway. Oh my gosh, these are just huge. Just knock off that excess dirt. Massive. Oh my gosh. All right, I think I'm just gonna do one more and then leave the rest for another time. This is a lot of garlic. Woohoo! Fantastic. Now that everything is out of the ground, let's take a closer look. Overall, I'm really happy with this harvest. There are a few smaller bulbs, but that's completely normal, and honestly, they're still bigger than anything you can buy in the grocery store. Most of these have really nice wrappers. They're a good size and they have long, healthy roots. Let's see, this one, where's the one with the long roots? This one, yeah. This one right here is my favorite. I've never seen roots as long as this one, and it's huge. I can't wait after this is cured to see how big these cloves are in this bulb. The work isn't finished yet. If you want to use this in long-term storage, it has to be cured. I'm going to leave all of these stems attached and move the bulbs into a shaded area with good airflow. I actually like to use our basement. We have a workroom that stays dark and cool, and I will actually tie these up on a pole that's horizontal, and they will stay there and dry. Over the next few weeks, the leaves will dry naturally, and once everything is completely dry, I'll trim the roots, I'll cut off the stems, and I'll clean them up a little bit, and then they'll be ready for long-term storage. If you skip the curing step, garlic usually won't last in storage nearly as long. In fact, if you don't cure your garlic, I do recommend using it within the next couple of weeks. This is actually quite heavy. Harvesting garlic is always one of those moments that reminds me why gardening is worth the wait. We planted these months ago without knowing exactly how they'd turn out, and today we finally got the results and they're amazing. I'm really happy with this harvest, and now it's time to let them cure before we start cooking with them. If you're growing garlic this year, let me know how yours turns out, and if you're planning to plant garlic this fall, now you know exactly what to look for when harvest time comes around again next year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Harvest Time.